The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello and welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. The headlines: Rivers State Administrator announces new appropriation bill. Tinubu's political advisor resigns from role. North Central Renaissance Movement demands presidency for 2027 election. Senate President Akpabio disassociates from unauthorized rally. Rivers Court issues injunction against arrest of suspended Chief of Staff. NEDC set to reconstruct Namnai Bridge in Taraba. Nasarawa governor confirms support for federal tax reform bills. The details. The sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral retired Ibok Ekwe Ibas, has revealed that a new appropriation bill for 2025 is currently being developed to address key development priorities in the state. These priorities include enhancing healthcare delivery, education, agriculture, infrastructure, and technology. The proposed budget aims to tackle unemployment by creating more job opportunities for the people of Rivers State. During a meeting with the Rivers State caucus at the National Assembly, led by Senator Barinada Mpigi of Rivers Southeast, Ibas emphasized the importance of securing legislative support to ensure the successful implementation of the new budget. Notably, members loyal to the suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara were excluded from the meeting. Ibas reiterated his commitment to fostering peace, security, and economic stability in Rivers State, asserting that his administration's approach would focus on job creation and technological advancement. He called on the legislators to assist in securing the necessary resources and legislative backing to achieve these goals, stressing the importance of inclusivity, dialogue, and community engagement. The administrator's statements underline a renewed focus on improving the lives of Rivers State residents with a clear commitment to governance that prioritizes peace and economic growth. Progressively, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed has resigned from his position as Special Advisor on Political Matters to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Baba Ahmed, a seasoned public servant with significant experience in governance, submitted his resignation approximately 2 weeks ago, though it is yet to be formally accepted by the presidency. He was appointed to the position in September 2023 and represented the presidency at several key public events, including the National Conference on Strengthening Nigeria's Democracy in January 2025. Baba Ahmed's resignation follows a series of criticisms, including public disagreements with other government officials, notably Minister of State for Defense, Bello Mohammed Matawale, who had accused him and other northern appointees of failing to adequately defend the administration against allegations of misrepresentation. Despite these tensions, Baba Ahmed had a distinguished career, previously serving as the spokesperson for the Northern Elders Forum (NEF) and holding various civil service roles, including permanent secretary in the Federal Civil Service. His decision to step down reflects the challenges faced in balancing the demands of public service with political and personal considerations. Continuing, ahead of the 2027 general elections, a coalition called the North Central Renaissance Movement (NCRM) is advocating for the presidency to be ceded to the North Central geopolitical zone. The coalition highlighted that the zone has not produced an elected president or vice president since Nigeria's independence, despite its significant contributions to the country's leadership, including the highest number of National Party chairmen. In a press statement issued in Abuja, the NCRM argued that the North Central Zone, comprising Niger, Kogi, Benue, Plateau, Nasarawa, Kwara, and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), deserves the opportunity to produce the next president or vice president. The group called for both the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) and the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) to select presidential candidates from the zone in the 2027 elections. The coalition's leader, Professor Ngarbukto, lamented the exclusion of the North Central from top political offices since 1999, contrasting it with the Southeast, which has had representation in the vice presidency. The NCRM emphasized that the North Central has contributed significantly to the nation's governance and political party leadership, but has not been afforded the opportunity to hold the highest offices in the land. The movement is calling for political inclusivity, fairness, and justice, urging all political parties to feature presidential candidates from the North Central Zone as steps towards addressing historical political marginalization. The coalition's demands are framed around the principles of equity and political justice, with the NCRM pushing for the cession of the presidency to the North Central Zone in the 2027 election as a necessary step toward political balance in Nigeria. In other news, Senator Godswill Akpabio, the president of the Senate, has officially distanced himself from a rally organized by an unrecognized group known as the Progressive People's Resolution (PPR), which is scheduled for April 4, 2025 in Akwa Ibom State. The rally is being led by Ubong Idemudo, a controversial figure, and is purportedly in support of Akpabio. However, Akpabio's media office released a statement through his special assistant on media, Jackson Udom, clarifying that Akpabio had no knowledge of the rally and did not endorse it. The statement described the rally as satanic and unauthorized, urging the police and other security agencies in Akwa Ibom to prevent it from taking place. Akpabio further called on his supporters and the people of Akwa Ibom to ignore the event and continue their daily activities peacefully, emphasizing that he did not authorize the gathering and warned that it was the work of mischief makers trying to exploit his name for their own purposes. Akpabio urged law enforcement to act decisively to ensure the rally does not occur, reiterating his commitment to lawful and orderly conduct in the state. In another development, a Rivers State High Court in Port Harcourt has issued an interim injunction prohibiting security agencies, including the police and the Department of State Services (DSS), from arresting Edison Ehie, the suspended Chief of Staff to Governor Siminala Ifubara. The ruling follows a motion filed by Ehie seeking protection from alleged harassment and unlawful detention in connection with the arson incident that occurred at the Rivers State House of Assembly on March 29, 2023. The court order specifically restrains the security agencies from summoning, arresting, or intimidating Ehie based on the accusations made by Dr. George Nweke, the former head of service of Rivers State, and others involved in the case. The court has also instructed that legal documents be served to the defendants in Abuja via Red Star Express Courier Service. The judge, Justice IPC Igwe, ordered both parties to maintain the status quo pending the resolution of the case. The hearing for the motion on notice for an interlocutory injunction is set for April 30, 2025. In addition, the court directed that Ehie provide a 2 million naira security bond to cover potential damages if the motion is later deemed frivolous. Furthermore, the Northeast Development Commission (NEDC) has confirmed plans to begin the reconstruction of the Namnai Bridge, located along the Jalingo-Wukari Federal Highway in Taraba State. Minister of State for Regional Development, Honorable Uba Meigeri, made the announcement during a visit to the site, highlighting the urgent need to address the damaged bridge to facilitate smoother travel along this critical route. The Namnai Bridge had previously been identified for reconstruction by the federal government as part of a broader infrastructure project across the northeastern states. The bridge was recently washed away due to heavy rainfall, exacerbating transportation challenges for travelers on the Maiduguri-Calabar Highway. Megari emphasized the federal government's commitment to working closely with the Taraba state government to provide immediate solutions, including the possible installation of a floating bridge as an alternative while the reconstruction work is underway. The project has been awarded to Craneberg Construction Company at a cost of 19 billion naira. This project is part of ongoing efforts to improve infrastructure in the northeast and ease the hardships faced by local travelers. Conclusively, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule has confirmed that state governors are now fully supportive of the federal government's proposed tax reform bills, including amendments that were incorporated following consultations with the governors. The bills, which passed through the House of Representatives on March 18, 2025, include several key adjustments, particularly the proposed increase in value-added tax from 7.5% to 15% over a 5-year period. Initially, several northern governors had expressed concerns about the potential economic impact of the VAT increase, particularly in their states. However, after engaging with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the governors were given the opportunity to voice their concerns, which led to some revisions in the tax reform bills. Governor Sule, speaking at a Veritas media event in Abuja, expressed gratitude to the president's openness to dialogue, stating that the revised tax formula would benefit northern states while ensuring broader national economic growth. Governor Sule praised the flexibility of the administration, emphasizing that the governor's concerns had been addressed and expressed optimism that the tax reforms would contribute positively to the nation's development.
The papyrus, hoodie on my table.